Some great fights never take place, or they take place too late, like Floyd Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao.
Yeah, boxing became popular because of the support of the fans, of the people. So make sure that the fans will satisfy in every fight that you have.
The best fighter I probably was Manny Pacquiao because of his movement.
Joe Rogan has publicly urged Manny Pacquiao to sign the contract for a rematch with Floyd Mayweather, expressing disappointment over the delays. Rogan lamented that iconic matchups in boxing often come too late, pointing to the first Pacquiao-Mayweather fight as a prime example. Both legends were
Some great fights never take place, or they take place too late, like Floyd Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao. They fought too late. I mean, if that fight could have been arranged by Riyadh Season, they probably would have caught them both in their prime, and it would have been chaos.
Yeah, Manny was done before that.
Yeah, and he also had a blown shoulder going into the fight.
Yeah.
He needed shoulder surgery before the fight even started.
Depriving fans of a true battle between titans. Meanwhile, Mayweather has been vocal about his continued presence in the ring through exhibition bouts. He insists his return isn't driven by financial need, but by a personal desire for entertainment and competition. According to Mayweather, he's already accomplished everything he set out to do in professional boxing and is now focused on showmanship and maintaining his legacy. However, Mayweather has questioned Pacquiao's motivations for a comeback. He suggests that, unlike his own reasons, Pacquiao's return may be financially motivated. He finds it unusual for someone of Pacquiao's age and stature to return to serious competition unless there's a significant payday involved. Despite his doubts, Mayweather acknowledges that a second fight with Pacquiao would be a massive financial.
And it's not bashing any fighter when I talk like this. Not bashing any fighter.
Floyd, you mentioned...
Hold on.
Sorry.
When I come and do an exhibition or come out and box and have some fun, I do it because I want to do it, not because I have to do it. Whereas Pacquiao, at his age, which is sad that he has to fight. You know, I'm financially set, and I want to let everybody know this. You're gonna hear so many different stories. Oh, Floyd have to do this. No, I'm well off. Every property that I have is paid for. My jet is paid for. All my cars is paid for. I own billion dollar buildings. I own so much property, and I'm steady investing in different things. I'm investing in the tech world. I made a lot of smart investments. So I didn't do it by myself. I want to thank my team, and as well as Leonard, a guy who's been loyal to me.
Financial success, one that would capture global attention once again. Joe Rogan has often expressed admiration for Floyd Mayweather's rare ability to maintain both physical discipline and financial independence well into retirement. He highlights how unusual it is for athletes to preserve their athletic edge while also safeguarding their wealth. Mayweather's relentless training.
Floyd Mayweather. He's the only guy who's been able to just be balling out of control, constantly flashing money, $1 million watches, you know, a fleet of super expensive cars, and still fucks everybody up. The thing about Floyd is he never lost his discipline. Floyd would famously run home from the nightclub. So he would go out in Vegas and partying. It looked like a party. He was drinking water. And then he would have his driver drive, and with his fucking pants on, jeans on, he would jog home. And the dude was always trained.
Routine and carefully managed lifestyle have placed him in a league of his own among retired sports figures. The highly anticipated 2015 showdown between Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao ultimately left many fans disappointed, especially after it emerged that Pacquiao had fought with a shoulder injury. Despite that setback, Pacquiao's career remains one of the most decorated in boxing history. His unprecedented
Because of his movement.
But you made it look easy.
But he's a hell of a fighter, and I can see why he won so many fights, and I can see why he's going down as a Hall of Famer. There's just certain moves that he made.
achievement of winning world titles in 8 different weight divisions stands as a testament to his adaptability and dominance across eras. Injury or not, his legacy as one of the greatest fighters of all time is firmly secure. Manny Pacquiao.
I always get this question. If you know me, you know my answer. Floyd is not greater than Pacquiao, and Pacquiao has him beat by a really good margin, in my opinion. Let's talk about it. If your argument is Floyd beat Pacquiao, throw it out the window. Every single boxer in history has lost damn near. It's like saying Buster Douglas is greater than Mike Tyson. If your argument is Manny lost in his career and Floyd didn't, I would disagree with that type of logic, but if that's the case, you got to put all the undefeated fighters at the top. Bud, Inoue, Usyk, Kazagi, all those guys should be in your top 5. I like Floyd. I like Floyd a little bit more than Manny. I'm not gonna lie. Manny's a bit chaotic at times. I don't like that. I like sweet, smooth looking boxing. But let's speak objectively here. If we're talking about in terms of career, whose career will be more harder to replicate, it's gonna be Manny Pacquiao, and it's by a really good margin. Now, Floyd's most impressive feats, you look at him, he's a 5 division champion. He's beaten 23 world champions. He's been in how many title fights? You know, Floyd has an amazing career. And I'm not saying that it can be done. It probably would never be done again. But I can see somebody doing that before they do what Manny did. And that's why I have Manny as the greatest boxer of all time. Just not based off ability. When you look at the guys that Manny beat, the reason why he got the 2000s Fighter of the Decade over Floyd Mayweather, the reason why he got Fighter of the Year 3 years in a row, almost 4 years in a row. Yes, Manny lost. Manny fought more world champions than Floyd, though. We don't speak on that. Then you get into the 8 weight division. These are only the 8 he won titles in. Manny Pacquiao fought through, I want to say, 10 or 11 different weight divisions. If you want to speak on the lineal titles, I want to say he holds the most lineals of all time with like 5 or 6. Youngest lineal flyweight, oldest welterweight champion. It's insane. The youngest lineal fly is also the oldest welterweight champion. I like Floyd. Floyd's my number 2 all time. This isn't a diss to Floyd, but Manny, I believe objectively, is the greatest fighter above Ali, above Floyd, above Duran, above Leonard, above everybody. I think he has a career that is absolutely impossible to replicate. When Floyd was picking on guys like Andre Berto and Conor McGregor, Manny Pacquiao beat the undefeated young active champion Keith Thurman to join the pound for pound at 40 years of age while being a senator. He's the greatest boxer of all time.
When Floyd Mayweather's first fight left some fans disappointed, largely due to the revelation that Pacquiao had undergone shoulder surgery prior to the bout. While Mayweather emerged victorious, many still consider Pacquiao the greatest of all time. His extraordinary accomplishment, winning world titles in 8 different weight divisions, remains nearly unmatched and is seen as one of the rarest feats in boxing history. Pacquiao's return to the ring isn't about
Manny
money.
Pacquiao
he
is back at
insists.
training with
After
Freddie Roach.
spending
This
time
is
in-
crazy to think about it. Manny Pacquiao is coming back at age 46 to challenge Mario Barrios for the WBC World Welterweight title. Listen, this is inspirational. I can't lie. At age 46, to still be active, to still be thriving, still throwing punches, it just shows how much of a legend you are, how great of a talent you are. Only a special kind of human can take on this challenge. You know, Manny Pacquiao, age 46, he takes on Mario Barrios, who is in his prime. Like, this could be devastating for Manny Pacquiao if shit goes left. But you know what I keep asking myself? Imagine if Manny Pacquiao actually comes back and beats Mario Barrios. That's crazy. It's happened in the past before. Bernard Hopkins, George Foreman, they've come back in their older ages and they've become world champions. It can happen, it's possible. But I mean, listen, if we're going to talk about skill sets, Manny Pacquiao is a better technical boxer than George Foreman. Manny Pacquiao is a better technical boxer than Bernard Hopkins. So it's not impossible if you think about it. Manny Pacquiao has got a better chance at becoming a world champion at 46 than Bernard Hopkins or George Foreman did. You know what I'm saying? So it's possible. Listen, I'm here for it. I'm here for it. You know what I mean? Fuck it, man. Fuck it, man. Why not? Live your dream. Do you know what I'm saying? It don't matter what age you are. Live your fucking dream. That's fucking out
Public
here.
service and stepping away from boxing, he says he simply missed the sport. For him, this comeback is fueled by passion, not a paycheck. Boxing, he says, is still where his heart belongs.
He also has a case for greatest fighter, pound for pound, who ever lived. Think about, by the way, I don't think he wins that argument. Sugar Ray Robinson is safely ensconced in that position. But Henry Armstrong, Muhammad Ali, Harry Greb, Sam Langford, Floyd Mayweather, Pernell Whitaker, whoever else you want to mention, put Pacquiao's resume up to those guys. Bill James, the great baseball sabermetrician, had a way of ranking baseball players that I came across as a kid and thought, that's really smart. You have to rank them at their best and then also over the course of their careers. Because when you have that argument, are you talking about who accomplished the most or what heights did they reach? What peak did they reach? take either for Pacquiao. Take his peak. Was it at 140 pounds when he obliterated Ricky Hatton, Miguel Cotto, and then Oscar De La Hoya, though that was at 147? Was that Pacquiao's peak? Because remember, that's when the Mayweather-Pacquiao hype actually reached fever pitch. Oh my God, these are two of the best fighters we've ever seen. And they're both in their primes, in the same weight class at the same time. We have to see that fight. So Pacquiao's peak was just about as good as anyone in history. Now, I'd have favored Mayweather back then. He's the naturally larger fighter. And that's the point. When you talk about pound for pound, if a fighter moves up out of his natural weight class and can still compete with the best who ever did it, what does that mean about the quality of that fighter's